Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 2 of Tales of Zestiria the X. Now, I will say that my only issue with Tales of Zestiria the X is the same issue I had with the game, where the very beginning was kind of boring to me. I know it doesn't mean so don't right away say, oh, he dislikes it, he thinks the show is horrible. It has nothing to do with that. I just think that a lot of Tales games, one thing that I love about the beginning of the games is the hook. It's the story element that makes me want to keep playing. And Tales of Zestiria did not have that great of a hook in the beginning. I mean, that was my only issue with that game. It's transitioning the same way into the anime of it. And, luckily it picks up more toward the end of the episode, and you'll see why. But it's a little bit slow in the beginning. But let's talk about what happened overall. So we have Sorey talking to Alicia about the shepherd, and the shepherd, as is known from the book, is supposedly a real being, but so far all they have is that it's a conjecture of a legend. They don't really know if he's real or not. They have no per se proof, definitive proof that he's real. They only have runes to go off of and kind of little tidbits hinted here, myths and stuff like that. And we also learn that Mikleo cannot be seen by Alicia because, as we learn in the next few scenes, that when Sorey takes Alicia to the village that he lives at, she can't see anyone here because they're all seraphim, which are angelic being creature, like supposedly like angels. They can't be seen by most humans, if not almost all humans, because it's just how it is nowadays. And they'll go more into that in the story as the series progresses, I'm sure. But Alicia can't see that, and so far she thinks only Sorey exists in this village by himself. Now, she does feel that there's someone else there. She just cannot see them. So they go to Sorey's house, and they start really bonding, where they start talking about various things. And for the most part of this episode, I'm just going to show some scenes. They really are just bonding. It's just them talking with one another. He's going out to hunt, showing how he survives in this place and all that. And we really just get to see them become closer and closer together, more so as friends. Now, when she actually finally decides to leave the village, something happens where the grandfather actually says he senses someone invading his domain and rushes out. And Sorey goes, okay, we gotta go find out what happens, and actually goes and runs into the guy from episode 0, which is the prologue to the Tales of Zestiria anime. And it's that creepy creature, and of course right away a battle ensues, which is probably the best part of this episode. I mean, honestly, Ufotable, amazing job. Overall, I love the fight in this. It was so great. It was so action-packed. Great animation style. I love it. You see with Mikleo using magic and stuff like that, how great it looks, and how it just pops. Like, all the colorful stuff of this is so great. I really am a big fan of this. Now, the fight does ensue where the Gramps comes in and goes, I want you to leave. And the grandfather apparently looks like he's very strong. I mean, then again, he's this leader of the Seraphim, and also in general leader of this whole area. He's able to actually put traps and everything else and settings and all this stuff in this area. So I'm sure he was able to kick that thing's ass if he really had to. And the guy does back off, saying, I want to actually let my food. I don't want to let my main meal get away, so I'm gonna leave. And he leaves. Now, Sorey is back in town at night and realizes, wait a second, what did you say? And realizes, I don't want to be wasting time on you guys and let my main course get away. Meaning that Alicia is his main target. And with that, Sorey and Mikleo end up leaving the village, despite the grandfather not really wanting them to do that. But they leave the village and head to see if they can find Alicia, who's heading back to her hometown, her home village. So, overall, very solid episode to the end. I'm not, like I said, it's the boring part of the beginning that was my issue with Tales. But, luckily, I know from here on out that this show will keep continuing to grow and get better, because after the next sequence, the next episode, I know for a fact we're going to have some really cool action stuff, and we're going to have some really big moments coming up, because that's where the game gets really into nitty-gritty of everything. So I'm looking forward to this, really. Anyways, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this review. As always, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. You know the whole nine. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.